Route running 101 off of his releases. He's a little high, but, he's going to grow into it. Even though he can hot point the ball, pull it out of the sky, he's a little wild with his arms, got to keep them arms inside. And, of course, when you are a taller wide receiver, things tends to be a little bit more difficult to disguise and pretty much go with this particular notion that you're trying to not showcase where you go on and dictate your routes. His skill sets, he do have short area quickness. He can pull the ball out of the sky, and he knows in the ball. Watch how his hands greet the ball while it's out in space. And he don't have a lot of wasteful motion and movement. I just want to keep his arms stopped from being wild, but outside of that, you got to like what this guy is doing, especially at his height, and he's always greeting the ball, and he's finishing off for the play. So with that particular skill set and that ability, you got to say that this is a real, true first-round caliber of a wide receiver. The ability to grab the ball out in space and to nose it, and on top of that, getting off of his release and jam. He may be a little too high. He's going to have to disguise it, not dictate where his routes are going to be at. But give me that 9 times out of 10. Someone that can nose the ball, reach out, go grab the ball, and on top of that, they got short area quickness and can catch the contested catches there. That is what Tet brings to the table. I get it. A lot of people going to say, well, give me the shorter, quicker, elusive wide receiver. But where he lacking, he makes up with height, size, and things that you just can't create and that God gives, and that is what Tet brings to the table. Yes, indeed. So he'll still be a threat. You still have to roll coverage his way, and if you're going to put him one-on-one with your number 2 or number 3 DB, then there could be a situation and scenario that there is a problem with that. But if you look at how he greets the ball and come back towards the ball, those are things that I like to see open. I think he'll be able to stack and release and all of that stuff too. And just to be fair to all of the drafted prospects of wide receivers, no one is a finished product. Everyone and everybody got to still work on something. No one is already a made man in this particular sport. It got to do with endurance. Are you in shape? Can you get separation? Can you go through adversity? All of those stuff counts as a wide receiver. And when the crucial catch is needed, can you do those things? And can you go back to the principles of understanding that if I got to catch a ball at the top of the route, knowing that a safety is going to squeeze down on me, can I make that catch? And you can see time and time, Tet will be that guy that can do those things. So he's my wide receiver 1 in this draft. And, of course, he's the guy that got the unbelievable skill set of jumping out of the building to go grab it. Those hands are soft and nice, and you see those mittens out there. So post me your thoughts, post me your concerns down below. Look, he may not be the Blazer, but the short area quickness is there, and he knows the ball, and he catch the contested catch. That's what I'm looking for. And if you're going to put him on your number 2 or your number 3 DB, it's going to be a long day for them. DC for life. I would love for the Cowboys to get him to match him up and marry him up with CeeDee Lamb in that offense. That would be nice and phenomenal if he falls to the 12th spot. If not, then we'll check him out on other things. But we shall soon see. There's Tet McMillan. Let's get it. T-Mac.